And so that's how you close an individual chat. And if you wanted to close all of your messages at once, again, just swipe up to collapse them. And you can always drag these things around and position them wherever you want, wherever they comfortably fit. And then you can pick the pile up. It's pretty fun to spring these around. And again, chuck them off the bottom. And so that's chat heads. And they're a way you can talk to your friends no matter what you're doing on your phone, no matter what app you're in. They're really the first experience where you can manage multiple conversations with just a single tap. And I've been playing with them for a while, and I can honestly say they're the most fun and delightful messaging experience yet. So thank you.
Sweet. Thanks, Joey. So now you've seen Home, and you're probably wondering, how do you get it? So we made it really simple. So after we launch, if you have the most recent Facebook app on Android and you have Messenger on Android, you'll see this. Just click Install. And that's going to take you to the Play Store. Because if you're just software on Android, the easiest way to get installed is to come off the Google Play Store. It handles the download, it handles the installation, setup, puts a shortcut on your home screen, you're good to go. Now, there is one small difference, as with anything that handles intents on Android. When you launch it, Android wants to make sure you really want to do this. And so you really have two choices. The first is you're just kind of exploring Home, you just heard about it, you just want to try it out, so you just go try once. Or you're walking out of here, you're super psyched, and you're just like, I'm in. And so you just do always, and then you're good to go. And that's it. Home is up and running on your phone. And what's great about being software on Play is it actually potentially makes us available to a really wide range of Android devices. We think Home is going to be a great experience on tablets. It has an almost Chromeless UI. It has huge images, a great tactile interface. We think this is going to be a really great way to experience Home and Facebook on tablets. Now, we aren't quite done with tablets yet, so this isn't at launch. We're not going to be launching on tablets. But we are going to try to make it available on tablets within several months after we launch. And that ability to update is important. Normally when you think about system software like an operating system or a phone, you think about once a year. You think about getting that new operating system and saying, wow, this has a bunch of cool new features. And then those are the only features you get for a year. And we don't think that's fast enough. And so like all of our other mobile apps, Home is going to release every month. And so every month, Home is going to come out, it's going to have more features, it's going to work on more devices, and it's going to be better, just like everything else we do on mobile. And there had been a lot of speculation about how we would build this. Are we going to make a Facebook operating system? Are we going to massively fork Android? And it's not the right way to do this. Android was built from the ground up to be open. It is architecturally open. Android's intent system means that software running on Android can profoundly change the user experience, add new features, and bring new things to users. You saw Joey demonstrate SMSs. You can be the default camera, you can be the dialer, keyboard, you can insert search results, or in our case, you can be the home on the device. And if you're going to make a really deep immersive experience on Android, this is how you do it. Started 2012, we set out to make Facebook mobile first, which meant that we wanted every team at Facebook focused on making great mobile products and great mobile experiences. Last year, we released an entirely rebuilt iOS app, and we rebuilt the feed experience on Android. And that was really the first step in transforming how we built mobile products at Facebook. Home's the next step. With Home, it's not just mobile first, but mobile best. We want mobile to be the best, the most natural, the highest quality way to access Facebook. So when we set out to build Home, we challenged ourselves to build the highest quality experience on Android. We rewrote core components to make them fast and responsive. We built an entirely new UI layer based on physics, so that every time you're swiping between images or you're playing around with chat heads, it feels physical and real. I want to just take a moment to thank all the teams that let us show you Home today. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to Mark.
All right, thanks, Corey. we're really proud of Home, and we're excited to get it in your hands. From how immersive the content is, to the joy you feel when your friend's face pops up with a new message, to how natural and smooth all the interactions are, we think that this is the best version of Facebook there is. And this is the result of a lot of hard work. And importantly, none of this would be possible without all of the activity and sharing that this amazing community does all day long. So I want to take a moment to thank everyone who worked on this and everyone who's watching on the live stream who is a part of this community and is making all this possible. Thank you, guys. All right, now I want to show you a fun little video that we put together that I think captures this delightful experience of using Home. We can all relate to this experience of, you're in a situation, maybe it's a little boring, you have a moment, and you pull out your phone hoping that somewhere in the world something interesting is happening. And this is how we feel about using this product, and I want to share it with you.
Hey! Dear, something's wrong right here.
Uncle Josh! I ate all the chocolate cake.
Sir, I need you to put that away now.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Facebook Home, a whole new experience for your phone.
So that's Home. We are looking forward to putting it in all of your hands. We are going to start off with just a few devices that we're supporting for download, and we're going to make this available for download starting in about a week on April 12th. So we're looking forward to getting it in all of your hands. Now, before we go, there's one more big thing that we want to talk about. We're serious about making it so that as many people as possible can use Home. And one way that you can get Home is by downloading it and installing it on your Android phone. But phone makers come to us all the time and ask to put Facebook on their phones so that way you can share with your friends right out of the box. And we want to empower them to do this. So we've created the Facebook Home program as a set of guidelines for how to make this the best experience possible. So that way, if you buy a phone with Facebook Home, you know that you're getting the best quality experience that's possible here. And I'm excited to share that before even announcing Home, a lot of the best phone makers and carriers around the world have already signed up to deliver great experiences with Home. And today, I want to highlight two, AT&T and HTC. The HTC first, starting on April 12th. So I'm really excited for this moment. At one level, this is just the next mobile version of Facebook. But at a deeper level, I think that this can start to be a change in the relationship that we have with how we use these computing devices. For more than 30 years, computers have mostly just been about tasks, and they had to be. I mean, they were too expensive and clunky and hard to use for you to really want them to want to use them for much else. But the modern computing device has a very different place in our lives. It's not just for productivity and business, although it's great for that too. It's also for making us more connected, more social, more aware. And Home, by putting people first and then apps, by just flipping the order, is one of many small but meaningful changes in our relationship with technology over time. Now, when I think about the world today, what amazes me most is the number of people who are getting on the internet every day and how that's improving their lives as they join this modern knowledge economy. I mean, I grew up with the internet, and I can't really imagine a world without sharing and messaging and searching. But actually, only about a third of the world is on the internet today, a little more than 2 billion people. So we're really very close to the beginning of this instead of the end. And if you look out 5 or 10 years, when all 5 billion or so people who have feature phones are going to have smartphones, we're soon going to be living in a world where the majority of people who have a smartphone, a modern computing device, will have never seen in their lives what you and I call a computer. So think about that for a moment. The very definition of what a computer is and what our relationship with it should be hasn't been set for the majority of the world. And when it is, I think that a lot of that definition is going to be around people first. So we're about to see the most empowered generation of people in history, and it's really an honor to be able to work on these problems. This is a deeply technical problem, and it's also a deeply social problem. This is the kind of work that Facebook and our culture and our community are uniquely built to do. And we look forward to continuing to do it and to sharing what we come up with all of you. Thank you.